Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, welcome to my queendom. How are you today, Kelly? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on, and what's the weather like where you are? I am doing a granny square, temperature granny square, and today is a hot day. So we will stay with the pink, as I figured I would be with the pink. Where'd my pencil go? This is not the right pencil, but I'm going to put it there for now. I have too many things up here. 2 minutes. I need a new one. Hello. Well, Kelly hasn't said anything, so I don't know if she's still there. Hi, Kimberly. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hi, and I love your pics. New to your channel. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking my pictures. Hello, Gloria. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you ladies did a thumbs up when you came in. And what are you working on? And what's the weather like where you are? We are in the 80s here in South Florida. And I'm working on my temperature granny square. That's what it looks like up to day 17. So I'm working on day 18 now. And my pink yarn is a bit tangled, and I just refuse to cut it. Figure if I'm nice to it, maybe it'll be nice to me. I can only hope. Uh, shoot. Gotta figure this out. Let's see. That one is connected to that. Mm. Oh, you love blocks? I do too. This has been my last hairstyle. I do not. I hemmed and hawed about it for a while. And after being natural for, I think I probably about a year and a half, I don't know how long. And I have a few friends that have locks, and I like the way theirs looked. So I took the plunge. So I was really tired of messing with that natural. Really tired of messing with it. Mm. Oh, wait a minute. Hi, I was listening to the ads. I'm doing a snuggie and it's 55 degrees. Oh, you listened to the ad. Thanks. I did a snuggie for two little children years ago. Though I think the kids are probably grown now. Let me see. I'm good, and you? I do a thumbs up. The weather is 25 in Chicago. Cold and more snow coming. Finishing up a cow scarf. This weather is crazy, 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 crazy. Hey Sheila, how are you today? Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm still working on my granny square. And I'm trying to avoid cutting this yarn. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get this done without cutting it. May have to take it off of that. So I have part of it on the yarn winder as I was trying to wind it up because it was getting tangled. And right now it's not looking good. I may have to end up cutting this, but I'm hoping I don't. What are you working on, Sheila? Hey, Chanita, how are you today? Cold snow everywhere. Ooh, temperature 35, working on big granny square blanket. Oh, okay. You're working on a big one. I'm working on a little one. But mine's not going to be a blanket. It's just going to be a purse when I finish it. This will be my month of February granny square purse. All right, let's see. I do not want to cut this yarn. Hoping I don't have to. See, let me see, let me see, let me see. When I got off of my live last night, I was getting something to eat. I saw that Karen was live. Um, Karen Miguel, if you all don't know who she is, she's one of she's a what's her title? Coach. She's a coach, and she helps you with uh, getting your business going, suggestions, yada yada yada, whatever. And she was on Little John's Yarns show one day, not because I used to watch Little John's Yarn all the time, but I haven't been watching as much because I've been working a whole lot more than I ever wanted to work at this stage of my life. But a girl has to keep a roof over her head, and food and clothing. So anywho, so I just happened to catch it that day, and she was on there, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I need help. I want to get this business going, yada yada yada. So I signed up for the free call, and I talked to her for a little while. I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm joining. So basically, here it is, February, and I think I joined back in October or November. No, I think it was October. And I've only did one call with her, and I think one of her classes or whatever she calls them, because she's usually doing her thing at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm working. And all the information that I should be looking at, I haven't had time to look at. So I feel like I've wasted a chunk of change, but I can always go back to it. Just like when they had the Crochetpreneur, she did the crochet summit. Was it last summer? I think it was last summer. And I signed up for it, and I paid the full price, or I think it was on special. But anywho, I paid for it because I said, if nothing else, if I don't have time to look at it, then I can always go back to it. Because once you pay for it, you can always go back to it. So that was my intentions. Have I done that yet? No. So she was talking yesterday about a lot of stuff, but the one thing that caught my ears was when she was talking about niche. And I've heard of people say niche, but I went to Mr. Google and clicked on the pronunciation, and it's niche. So you will not hear me say niche. Anywho, And when she described it, because my thought of a niche was something that you do and you do it well. No, that is not it. Not as far as, doing a crochet business, it's not. So then I went and I looked up because there's a few definitions, and I know you all may not be interested in this, but there are a few definitions for niche. And the adjective is denoting products, services, or interests that appeal to a small, specialized section of the population. So when you find your niche, your niche is geared towards your customers. So you have to know what you are going to crochet and who are the people that you are crocheting it for, what population, age, sex, all that stuff. I got it. It finally clicked when I listened to her last night. And then when I went and looked it up, I finally got it. I said, oh, okay. I get it now. For all these years, I never put the two and two together. Now I've put two and two together. I saw a few people on there too when I clicked on. So let me see. Working on another corner to corner. You like corner to corner, girl. I should have sent my mom's blanket to you. Let you do it. Hey, GGP, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. But what's the weather like? Oh, I see it already. 36 degrees in New Haven. All right. Are you working on anything? Hey, Regina, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Are you just coming home from work? What you doing, girl? What you doing? So I think now that I understand it better, I might one day get it together and become profitable in my little crochet business. But right now, I'm still scattered. I'm still throwing things, as they say, throwing things on the wall to see what sticks. I know what I like to do, and I know what I don't like to do. So we will see. We will see if I throw enough things up against the wall. Hopefully, sometime something will stick. Now, the whole doggone ball of yarn has fallen down, and that is not good. So I need enough yarn to finish off this one side. It'll take me an hour just to get enough yarn. But I just refuse to cut this yarn. Okay, I'm going to work with what I have for now and then go a little bit more. I haven't discovered it yet. Like I said, I'm just throwing things up against the wall until something sticks. And so far nothing has stuck. When I say nothing has stuck, my Etsy shop used to be full of all kinds of things. I had, of course, beanies. Everybody's got beanies. It's rare not to see an Etsy shop of crocheters that don't have beanies. But I had beanies. I had I had a baby blanket. The baby blanket was in there for so long. I finally just took it out and gave it to my niece for her when she was having her baby. Um, what else? A purse, um, earrings, baby booties. So my very first sale on Etsy, which was 2 years ago, probably it's been 2 years, was a pair of baby booties. Went a long time, probably another whole year or more before I got another sale. Other than because my friends that buy stuff from me, that's I appreciate it, but when I say sell, it's people that don't know me, saw something, bought it. So that was the booties was the first one, and then the second sell was a what do you call them? The Yoda. I made a little baby Yoda hat. So someone bought that. And then the third sale outside of friends was I had made the ski cap, an orange ski cap, and someone bought that. I was shocked. Like all of the sales that came from people that I didn't know, I was always shocked. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make another one of those. I haven't made another Yoda hat, and I haven't made another pair of those booties of that same color. And I haven't. I did make another ski cap and put it on there, and it just sat there. So then I took everything down and left like I think I had like 5 things up. Oh, and I did have some sales of my I have 3 beanie tutorials patterns on my Etsy shop, and I sold I think like 2 or 3 of one, and one of another one, or 2 or 3 of the other one, something like that. So, um, and then like the first class that I had with Karen, that was one of the things she was like, well, you have to distinguish your Etsy shop because when I look at your Etsy shop, it's like all over the place. I don't know what you really are focused on. And she said you should have an Etsy shop for, um, how did she put it? An Etsy shop for people that shop for styles, then an Etsy shop for I guess everything else. I forgot how she put it, how she worded it. But anywho, so I said, okay, I'm going to open up a second Etsy shop because I did try Shopify, which was a disaster. I never got my Etsy shop. I mean, never got my Shopify shop up and running because the tutorial that I found on YouTube went step by step by step by step on how to do it. But the problem was it kept showing my home address. So I had to go through the Shopify people and they finally got it where when I clicked on it, you wouldn't see my home address. You would see my P.O. box. But I never got it up and running. And I was like, I'm spending so much time on this. I'm spending money on a shop and haven't made a sale. And I have to keep paying these $30 every month for this shop to be open. So I closed it, but I have 2 years to open it again, and if I don't open it in the 2 years and I decide to open it, like, say, 6, 7 years from now and somebody uses my, Shopify name, I lose that name. So I said one day, hopefully, I'll get around to doing it again. Because the advantage to Shopify is that it is your own shop and you have a little bit more control, but it's like having your real own business, and that's work. To me, that's work. Some people say, "Oh, it's so easy to open up a Shopify." It's like, then I want to see that video y'all watch because the video I was watching is over an hour long, and he's very thorough. And it's an older video, and I see now when I watch some people's videos about Shopify, they're older and Shopify has changed since then. So it's a mess. It's just like when I was trying to figure out why I wasn't monetized and I was watching all these videos and they were old videos. And then I think it was Lori Jemison said, well, Gloria, do you have ad blocks? Didn't even know it. So anybody that's doing a YouTube channel and you're getting close to monetization, make sure you don't have ad blocks on there because that will block you. So for 3 months, I was monetized, but because I had the ad block on, I couldn't go forward. But anywho, back to my Etsy shop. So I went in and tried to start another Etsy shop. And for some reason, I don't know if I clicked on something wrong, but they had asked me for information from my bank and I put it in there. And then it started reading my bank information as if I am in a foreign country. My bank's in a foreign country. So I had to go round and round and round and round and round and round for probably a month or so with Etsy. And then they finally closed the shop for me. Thank you, Etsy. But it was a big ordeal. So now I'm saying, Now I have a few more items back into my Etsy shop, but I'm still like throwing things up against the wall to see what sticks. And then whatever starts to stick, that will be my niche. As I went around a long story, but that's what it's going to be, Kelly. Yep. Regina said, yep, just got home changing into something comfortable, 50 degrees here, and time to assembly my little chickies. All right, girl. Hey, Vicky, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Say, hey, everyone, working and lurking. All right, I'll be working and lurking too on somebody's channel tonight. I sell locally and I sell a lot of hats, dishcloth, scrubby. Then that's your niche because somebody is buying that stuff. I have none. And I don't sell locally because I'm a chicken right now and I don't want to go out and be around amongst a whole bunch of people I don't know. And it's a lot of work and I would be doing it all by myself. So that's the other reason why I don't do I don't do craft shows. I don't know if you mean locally craft shows or locally just people that are around you. But anywho, that's one I want to do. I want to do the Juneteenth craft show. But I said no. I think I'm gonna go to it and see what it's all about because the um, message from the person that is organizing it, she was like straight to the point. She is not putting up with nobody's crap. You better be on time. You better not leave before the time is up. You better not bring anything to sell that you didn't say you were selling. Oh, she got all kinds of rules. But I like that. I like a person that got their stuff together and it's telling because she said she will ban you if you break the rules. So I think that's cool. Hey Ashley, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you had thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on and what's the temperature like where you are? I'm trying a bunch of things also. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just throwing things up against the wall. I recently closed my shop. Oh, you did? I got more sales from Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. See, I don't get hardly any sales, period, no matter where I post. So, like I said, when my friends see stuff and they like it, they'll buy it. But the things on Etsy that people bought that was not somebody that I know, the person that bought the baby booties were in Texas, and I said they are probably I think Texas. They were Texas A&M Colors. I think that's the college. And I said, maybe it's for a baby shower or what. And I'm imagining like what are they buying for? And then just like the little Yoda hat, I figured it was for somebody's baby, a baby shower, or maybe they are into Star Wars and they wanted to dress their baby up. Oh, you know what? It could have been close to Halloween. They could have used it for Halloween because I think it was around that time. And then, of course, the orange ski cap is because it's hunting season, and that's the color. That was one of the reasons why I did it in orange because I know hunters wear orange so that they don't get killed. People can see them. Let me see. I stay busy just in my personal neighborhood. Okay. See, I barely know who my neighbors are. Hello, Lori J. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Was it Lori? Lori, were you the one who told me about the ads, or was that Marshall? Either you or Marshall, one of you all told me about those ads so I can get monetized. Hey, Tina, Craft by D Rose, how are you today? How is your weather there, and what are you working on? No, my swim group, people I meet, I crochet everywhere I go. I wear crochet every day, creates conversation. See, that's what I try to do. But because I'm in a hot climate and we go on between hot and cold and hot and cold, the only thing that you will see on me that's crocheted almost anytime I go outside will be my crocheted mask. And I'll usually have on a pair of my crochet earrings. Other than that, I'm not gonna do beanies and scarves because it's too hot for me. Other people wear those hats and stuff. I don't. Like when we had those cold things, if I had gone outside, I'm a hibernator when it comes to cold weather. So I have plenty of hats I could have thrown on, but when it's cold outside, Gloria stays inside. But I know that's one of the things, oh, and the other thing I do, I try to carry one of my purses because I crochet the purses, so I try to carry one of them with me too. So I know that's definitely, and I crochet, like, the only place I really go and around other people is when I get my hair done. Of course, if I go in the store and stuff, but when I'm sitting and somebody can actually see me is when I'm getting my hair done. So there was a lady there that wanted to know if I taught crocheting, but I know I didn't have that kind of time on my hands. I would have loved to do it, but I don't have that kind of time on my hand. It was me. Oh, it was you. Okay, it's 19 out. Feels like 7. Woo, making dinner. I can't stand the cold. Can't stand it. Hey, Angela, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday to you as well. Hope you did you did the thumbs up. I see it right now. And what's your weather and what you're working on? Hey, Marshall, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you thumbs up when you came in. And what's your weather like? Vicky saying hello to Angela. But yes, so for all of you ladies that are successful and are selling things on a regular basis, I applaud you because I am just, as I said, throwing things up against the wall to see what sticks. And now there's lots of things in my head that I want to do. I just don't have time. There's only so many hours in a day, and most of my hours are taken up by a 7 to 4, which becomes a 7 to 7, and which becomes a 10 to 4 on the weekend job. So there's not a lot of time for me. That's another reason why I try to use the Crochet Lab app so I can time myself to see how long it takes me to do things because everything I do is in meal pieces. I rarely sit down and complete a project in a day because everything I'm doing a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, a little of that. It's just not me. I saw your purse with a fire love it. Thank you. That was one of the ones I've been wanting to do that purse forever. And I started it mm, probably did whenever I got the graft, I started it. But because my craft room is a hot mess, I have no idea where the yarn is that I actually started it from. So I said, "Oh, I finally found the graft again." I said, "Well, time for me to make that purse." So I just set everything aside and went ahead and made the purse. And I was so happy that I have the canvas bags now because that was always my thing, having to sew in zippers or doing loops for buttons and the lining. I always want my things lined because stuff comes out of the crochet holes. That's just me. Hey, Leela, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Let's see. Oh, you're in the ads. Okay, thank you so much. I look forward to you joining us when you're finished. Saying hello. Hello, Sharon. How are you today? Thank you for the thumbs up. What are you working on and what's the weather like where you are? I had my daughter to um, put my great niece's name on the t-shirt for me. So she used my Cricut machine and left it just the things. The Cricut machine has openings that you can put all your tools back into it. Did she do that? No, that's too much like right. Children. She's not a child. She's my child, but she's not a child. So I come in here, I'm looking like, what? I could have poked myself with the weeder. I think that thing is called a weeder. I just happened to look and saw it. I was like, this girl. Just can't make them do right. Lord, you just can't make them do right. It's cold outside, not working on anything. We're getting ready to go to my mom's for the weekend. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, I'd like a vacation somewhere. Somewhere. My friend went to, now I can't remember the island she went to, but she said they were serious about their precautions. They had to be checked and rechecked. I said, good. That's how you keep places open. Make sure nobody comes in there and contaminates it. They'll say, yeah, LOL, yep, children. Yes, they are the contributory to all of our grays. 32 degrees and light snow with little sleet on and off today. That does not sound like weather I want to be in. But you all get to wear the cute hats and all that stuff. I was watching Wendy Williams show, and they had this guy on there. Is it Telfa? He's a designer, and so he got to show some of his designs because it's Fashion Week in New York. I guess it's Fashion Week, and I was looking at that stuff. I was like, what? And the only thing I liked was I liked his round purse, and I'm sure it's probably five, six, seven, $800 or more. Um, but the rest of that stuff, I don't know about it. I said, obviously, I have gotten old, but I don't even think I would like that when I was young. This child of mine came home on lunch and brought cabbage for me to cook. Oh my goodness. See, that's when you wait and say, okay, let me show you how to do this. Ah, I've been I decided that I had to cut out all those carbs. I need to get into walking, but at least I have cut down and I opened up my app, my Fitness Pal app that I haven't opened up, and who knows, I was surprised it even opened up and didn't ask me for a password or something. So I've been monitoring today. I just started today, but as they say, you have to start somewhere. So I entered in all of the food that I've eaten so far. And the good thing is I've been good enough that I still have over 900 calories I can eat. That tells you I haven't eaten much. LL, she cooks cabbage better than me. Yes! Get her to work. Get her to work. Ah, that was so funny. I ordered some things to pick up from Target, and I swore I had clicked on the cabbage head. So I get home, and then I started looking and looking, and I was like, why do I have iceberg lettuce? I said, these children don't know iceberg lettuce from cabbage. So then I went and looked at my list, and sure enough, I had picked the iceberg lettuce. I was like, how did I do that? I had this cabbage in my head. That was going to be my dinner for Sunday dinner. That was going to be part of it. But now I'm going to have to go and get a doggone cabbage head. Maybe I'll go to the farmer's market and get a cabbage head. I always try to go to the farmer's market because, you know, they're local and you want to keep local businesses in business. And I like going to the farmer's market. This little one is close to my house. Get in there and get out. But I was so mad. I said, I went to Walmart the week before. I wanted 3 cases of water. I ended up with one. And I don't know yet if they even reimbursed me because I certainly sent them a message. I said, okay, I'm done with Walmart because they've messed up a few of my orders. It used to be pretty good. Now these youngsters that they have in there, I don't know. I don't know. But anywho, that's the price you pay if you're too lazy to go into the store. I usually do that when it's raining because I don't want to get out and go. Let someone else do the shopping for me. I'll just go over and pick it up. Okay, come on. Please don't tangle on me. Gotta, oh, jeez. Okay. Hey, BJ, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in, everyone. I've got my dinner now. How is everyone? Oh, you got your dinner. What's dinner? My dinner is gonna be um, I'm gonna make a salad, but I'm gonna have some shrimp and catfish. But my catfish will not be laden in cornmeal. Trying to decrease all the carbs that I have consumed. I have bags of chips, little cookies everywhere. They're just taunting me. So I'm trying to be good. So hopefully tomorrow the weather will be nice and I'll go for a short walk, something I haven't done in months. Well, my knee has been hurting for months too, so I'm not going to push myself. I'm just going to do a short walk so that I'm not back at the doctor's office and him looking at me again saying, didn't I just? 'Cause I really thought when I got that series of 3 injections, that was going to be the end all to my knee pain for a long time, but it didn't help. So I won't waste any more money doing that again. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Be nice. It's crazy. Saying hi to BJ, hi to VJ. Hi everyone again. Diet lasagna dinner and roasted. What's a diet lasagna? Hmm. Hey Angela. Hey to Kimberly. Diet lasagna. That's a new one, VJ. That's something I don't really care for. I'm glad I'm not a pasta person because that would definitely have me in trouble. I should do one of those what was those diets? The blood type diets. They got all kinds of crazy diets out there you can try. And I think I've tried a whole bunch of them in my lifetime. But this time around, it's just I need to stick with stop falling off the wagon. Woo! Yay! Think I got enough. But you there? Get my saying hi to Michelle. Hi, Ruby. Hi. Hey, CJ Spicy, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What's your weather like and what you're working on? It's an HMR meal. What's an HMR? I don't know what that is. Who's Alex Shine? Hello, Alex Shine. Veggie pasta is good. No, I'm trying to stay away from a whole lot of that. I mean, I'll do zucchini, stuff like that, but I find a lot of that stuff is high in starch, which means it's high in carbs, which means I need to push away from it. Hello, precious daughter of Yah, Miss Raven. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on? How you doing, girl? How's the weather where you are? You saying hi to Cece. Let me see. Saying hi. Oh, you're from Berlin. Guten Tag. No, what is, yeah, Guten Tag. Let me see. Is it Guten Nacht? It's nighttime there, right? Let me see. Oh, yeah, you're 6 hours ahead of us, and it's almost midnight there if you're 6 hours ahead of us. Saying hi. Lori. Let me see. A huge blanket. What stitch are you using? I mean, BJ saying hi. It's very stormy. There's a lot of storminess going on. Guten Abend. I still remember just a tad bit of German. Not enough to hold a conversation, just a tad bit. Mm, Let me see. Bubbles. Oh, okay. I am truly blessed. I'm working on a baby blanket and it is cold here. Yeah, I bet it is. I'm just trying to get through this doggone one day on my granny square. But my yarn doesn't want to cooperate because it wants to knot up on me, and I'm trying to prevent it from knotting up. I'm being nice to it, so it will be nice to me. So tomorrow is Saturday, and I have absolutely no plans of a crochet along because I haven't thought of anything. So if you join me tomorrow, it'll be another get her done because I got plenty of get her dones to do. I want to get some of these projects finished. And Raven, you would be proud of me. I finally almost finished with my mom's blanket. Almost very close, but not there yet. Saying hi. We had a snowstorm yesterday here in Michigan. Ooh, I saw a lot of stuff with the high winds, all kinds of crazy weather going on. I think those high winds would really be scary in the wintertime. You're not supposed to knot up. You're supposed to be all not knotted. Okay. Don't knot. You did too in Missouri. What? Almost like a hurricane? What part of Germany are you in? Oh, you said Berlin. I'm sorry. I'm just rain is not getting it. 31 degrees. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, that's cold. A few years ago, I don't know how many years it's been, it got into the 30s here, but it only lasted a day or 2, but it was still really cold. We had to call the technical support at my parents' place because one huge tree was on oh, that's pretty scary. Mm, yep, those are high winds, uprooting trees. We don't usually see that kind of weather until summertime with all the rains and hurricanes. Matter of fact, I need to go and look in my hurricane bin, see what I need to throw out and what I need to replenish. Hello, Lori A. How are you today? Just left work listening in the car on the way home. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, it was about to fall on the house. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Yep, in Florida. VJ saying hi to Lori A. Depending on weather tomorrow, hubby and I are getting out for a ride and maybe a little yarn shopping and dinner. Ooh, sounds like a nice night, nice day with the hubby. Yay, G, I'm so proud of you, girl, getting it done. Next time, don't say anything to whoever you make it for. Just give them a throw. Girl, you know. I'm gonna say, oh, see what I made for you, and just leave it at that. Been there twice. I love it. Oh, do you? Yeah, we get a lot of tourists from Europe down here. That's what I was telling my daughter. She was all fixated. First, she was fixated on learning German because she likes that German band Tokyo Ho Tokyo Hotel. I think it's Tokyo Hotel. So she was fixated on learning some German. And so she and I took a German class together. I'm sure she remembers a whole lot more than I did because I mean, I did because I was in the military. You have to do a German Head Start class when you go to Germany, and that pretty much gives you enough information to be able to get around town and order something when you go out to dinner, but no real true conversation. A little words, a few words here and there, and then I don't know how she got into oh, maybe because she likes anime. So then she wanted to do Japanese. And so she did Japanese alone. I was not going to even try that one. And so when I would pick her up from her class, I said, so what'd you learn? And she'll say it in English. I said, well, say it to me in Japanese. And if you aren't looking at her, you would think that she is Japanese. I told her, I said, you are so fluent with your languages because you don't sound like me. I'm gonna sound like a southerner. With her, she sounds like it's authentic. And I said, you should have gone with that, but nope, hard head. I know, Gigi, the struggle is so real, girl. It is. It is. Oh, really? Yes. Where have you been? First time I went, I was in Würzburg, and the second time I went, I was in Bremerhaven. I liked Würzburg better. Bremerhaven was way too isolated for me. And I've been to Nuremberg, the Black Forest. Um, where else have I been in Germany? But when I was there, I went to Brussels. We used to do crystal factory tours somewhere. Don't even ask me where we went. What other parts of Germany I've been to Bremen because that's right next to Bremerhaven. Um, I can't remember. It's been too long. I've been out of the military 30. 30. Let me see, 30 years. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow, has it been that long? Yeah, been out 30 years. Good gracious. You're impressed with what the little bit of German I know or all the places I've been? Oh, goodness. Did you see I finished one of my amigurumi whips? Mm-mm. Did you post it? What amigurumi? Because most Americans I meet don't speak another language. Really? Well, um, I know when I was in college, it was a requirement that you had to take a foreign language. And I think in high school now, depending on what track you're on, you have to do a foreign language too. But I can't remember. Listen, I don't have anybody in high school. I don't have anybody in college. I'm done with all that. Oh, nice. You've been to good places. I want to think so. Oh, languages. And saying hi to Kelly. Let me see. Yes. You speak 4 languages? Are you fluent with 4 languages? Well, one thing I learned with, German, the hard part for me with German was the the, um, from in English, him and her, or she and them, or those that's the hard part. And with any language, that's I think that seems to be the hard part because even in the when I tried to learn Spanish, and I know a smidge of Spanish and a smidge of German, but I would always revert back to German because German was really the only foreign language that I was exposed to first. Although we had Cuban, Cuban neighbors, but they would say things, and I would know a word or two here. But it was when I went to Germany, I had to actually go through 2 weeks of German and learn enough German to be able to get around, as I said, get around and go to restaurants and go into the store and buy something and know how to buy, know the monies and things like that. Well, now I go, if I went to Germany, I would be lost as far as monies because now it's all euro. So, but I kept some of my German money, my marks, I kept some of that. And I think I kept some of my Lears too. Because when I went, oh, I forgot I went to Italy and I've been to Paris. So the place I wanted to go was Spain and never got there. Yes, I posted on Facebook group. Is butterfly known? Mm. Did you post it today? Did you post it some other time and I missed it? Because I don't always look at, you all know I'm working all the time. Hey Marva, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on and what's the weather like where you are? Actually, it's 5 because my last working place, I had to learn Russian. Woo, that's got to be a hard one to learn. But I think people, I think for me, German was a little bit easier because a lot of the words are similar in some ways to English, but I couldn't hold a conversation. I do follow Claudette Crochet, and she's German. And I will when she usually posts her first posting would be in German, and then her second one will be in English. And I always when she posts, I'll click on it just to hear her talk and see if I can pick up anything she's saying. Never. It's too far removed from me now. Okay. Tangled in Yarn, Annette. Hey, Tangled in Yarn, Annette. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on and what's the weather like where you are? Marva saying hi to VJ. That was a cute gnome, Lori. Now I'm going to have to go and look. See, Lori has her niche. She likes to do, and she's always getting orders. Doo-doo-doo. Where am I? Facebook. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that was a long time ago, Lori. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I had absolutely no idea what that was. I did see it, and I looked at it, I was like, "What is that?" And I think I meant to ask, "What was it?" But I didn't. Now I know. And now I can see it because I think when I saw it the first time, I was really tired. But even now, I wouldn't have known what it was. I saw the thing, but I guess I just didn't get it. It is cute. It's big too. How long did that take to do? I'll show you all for those that haven't seen it. Darties, darties. Mm. Now, is that from just started in March, another whip done? Oh, so did you make that for yourself or did you make that for someone else? Oh, Marvin's getting off work, just getting off work. Let's see. Hey, oh, you're in Miami? Knitting 2 sweaters and 2 amigurumi dolls. Ah, you're in Miami. Is that where you live? We're like 30 minutes away from each other. Ah, super cute. Cute. So everybody says cute. Um, Lori. Somebody else does gnomes. Somebody. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about gnomes? I'm thinking about Shark Tank when this lady came on there. Her and her daughter makes gnomes. Now I can't remember where they crocheted gnomes. Some kind of gnome. She makes a lot of money. A lot of people go on Shark Tank thinking the sharks are going to be the ones that lead them down the right path, but gotta have something for them to unleash all that money. I still get a chuckle when I think about the guy that was on there that had all his crochet outfits and crochet umbrella, and they were all saying, "This is not a business. I can't invest in this." Right now, I'm staying with my daughter, helping with the grandkids. Oh, okay. Well, enjoy the in between weather we keep having. Some days it's hot, some days it's not. You never know. It's like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get. In a couple of months, we'll be getting the same temperature, hot and rainy, hot and rainy, hot and rainy, and hopefully no hurricanes in between that. I think I'm a hibernator either way. I stay in when it's too hot, I stay in when it's too cold. Let's see. I came across your channel when I watched your tutorial on the hooded neck. Oh, okay. Were you able to successfully make it? Did you look at my old one or did you look at my new one? Because my old one was not the best. And I got lots of comments about it not being the best. So took my time and recorded it all over again. And matter of fact, I am working on one here. Got to get that finished. That's on my get her done list. I'd rather this than the cold weather in New York. I bet. Oh, so you having a real nice time. Why couldn't they invest in this crochet? Because listen, Shark Tank is about an item that is made quickly in can be mass produced, um And crochet is not something you can mass produce unless you hire a whole lot of crocheters and everybody crochets differently and it may not come out the same way. Uh-uh. They saw it as more of like a niche. That's his niche. That and it's not a investable niche for them. Let me see. I guess it was the old one because I didn't do it very good. Oh, okay. Well, I do have a new one, so look for the new one because that one, the everything is much, much better in that one than the old one. But I thank you for suffering through my old one. Ah, I kept getting all those in the old ones, all of my old videos. Unfortunately, I was not versed in recording, editing, and all that stuff. I didn't even realize I could flip the videos when they were flipped the wrong way. I didn't know any of that stuff. So if you watch any of my earlier videos, yeah, they're not the best, but I did my best to try to make them good. But a lot of people have viewed that video. I thank you all that have. So hopefully, if you watch the new one, maybe you'll be able to do better. Maybe it'll be a better one for you. Let me see. I've been here for a year and a half. Oh, goodness, waiting for my husband to retire to move down. Oh, so you are gonna stay here. All right now. So I guess you have grown accustomed to not having a weather change because I hear a lot of people that come from the north, that's the hardest thing for them to get used to, that there is not a real change of weather here. Gigi, have you heard from Renee and how is she? She is doing okay. Let me see. When was the last time? I'm sure we've gone back and forth to this week. I think we have at least. But she is doing all right. She said she's not at 100% yet, but she's doing better. You too, Angela. Thanks for joining me. Let me see, at least you have sun here in Berlin. Sometimes you don't see the sun for periods of up to 10 days. Um, I know because Bremerhaven was like that. Not quite where you go 10 days, but the summertime was so short, it was like, that's the end of summer? That's it? Can we get some more heat? And it really never got really hot. So not hot to, compared to somebody that lives in Florida, it didn't get that kind of hot. Let me see. That's why I'm crocheting. Oh my goodness. I'm over all the cold weather. Yeah. Let me see. Last March, one channel was doing a month. Oh, for gnomes, and another was doing one for wing thing. Oh, okay. I thought I was being slick doing a winged gnome, but I didn't finish on time to either. Oh, to enter either one. Oh, sorry. Same here, tangled in yarn. Yeah, I have a friend. She moved down here from New York, and her rationale was because she couldn't afford to buy a house in New York. She wanted to buy a house, and she was like, it was so unaffordable. So she moved down here and got her a house, and she's been here 30 plus years. She and I started when I got out of the army. She and I started working night shift at the hospital, and neither one of us work there now, but we still keep in touch. She's a spitfire. She's a no nonsense kind of lady. She was quite the entertainer for me on night shift. May I please see my namesake? Okay. That's what I'm working on now, trying to perfect the doll making thing. And I did that class with Aniqua. Oh my goodness, my mind was blown, blown. And I was gonna try to do my lips, and then of course I don't know this Cricut machine that well because I wanted to use this foam thing, but it's asking me for um my other cutting um thing. And I would think that it would need the rotary blade, but it's asking me for the other one, so I'm gonna take it out, take the rotary blade out. I don't even know how my daughter did that shirt because it looks like she left the rotary blade in there, which shocks me. But anywho, I'm sure she's messed up one of my things and I can't see anything. Hello, Renee. How are you? Everybody's been asking for you. There's Renee. So glad you finally came on. Let me see. Let me see. Everybody saying hi. Speak of the devil. Yes. See, they talked you up. They talked you up enough. All right. You go over here. I think that's where you. I don't even know why you over there. Put you over here. I got a whole arsenal, but I know all of my mistakes. All right. Here's Raven with her little bug eyes and all. Let me see. Yeah. When I did, she's so little. I forget how little these things. Her hair is bigger than her. There you go, Raven. So what you working on, Renee? I know you got something on your hook. Let me see. Marcel saying hey to Renee, and you've been in her prayers. So happy to see her. Thank you. I had all these plans in my head of doing these dolls. I had all my months marked off, what I was gonna do, what I was gonna name them. And then when I took Miss Aniqua's class, I was like, pump your brakes, girl, pump your brakes. So I'll be taking her next class. I'm already like me and this wig cap because going from learning how to just sew a little wig cap on, seeing other crocheters do it, and then seeing how she does hers. It's another world. Hey Kelly, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on, and what's the weather like where you are? Oh, there she is. Thank you, Gigi. I got my raven fix. All right. You're welcome. Hey, sis Kelly. Thank you, Marcel. Okay. Yeah, Renee knows she had me on pins and needles. Like, where is her? Where is she? She had me on pins and needles. Please, y'all, do not what's the word? Don't ghost me. Don't ghost me. Don't go silent. Don't go silent. I guess that's it. I don't know. We lost one of our yarny friends, and that just took me out. I was not ready for that. So don't ghost me anymore. You working on a poncho? Is it an adult size poncho or is it a child size poncho? I haven't done a poncho since we did the crochet along with Martha Stewart's poncho, and that was poncho enough for me. But this time I got it right. I got the trimming right. It's a When I did it the very first time, I just did it my way because I it made absolutely no sense at all to me. Let me see. But I guess I'm gonna put the oh, adult size, girl. I guess they don't take that long. It's just one the long part is just getting the neck part right. Once you get the neck part right, it's just round and round and round you go. Where you stop, nobody knows. Mm. Kelly saying hey to everybody. Everybody. And if you don't know where everybody comes from, that's the way they say it in New Orleans. My friends and I got such a chuckle out of the guy that drove us to the hotel. And he was talking, he's like, everybody. And after that, we all kept saying, everybody. I said, hey to you earlier. I guess you didn't see. Said, okay. Me, I'm gonna put the invite. If anybody wants to come up, I'm only gonna be on for another half an hour. Let me see. Raven came out perfect. Gigi, is she beautiful? Oh, okay. Yeah, the little ones are not hard to do. It's the bigger ones because I don't have to put anything in her. She's gonna stay stiff. I don't have to put anything into her. But I had to learn all about how to stuff them correctly, and I was doing all that stuff wrong. So I got a lot of knowledge out of that class. I am so her next class will be on making the body. I said I need to connect my yarn again because she's going to do it from the head down. But I need to finish putting this together first. As she did when I had her lips on, and she showed us how she does her lips if they have an opening, and she puts this little white embroidery because she feels like they need to have teeth. I was like, woo, all right now. That's why your dolls look the way they look. But she, when I say perfection, that's what she wants. I won't say she, and that's her goal. She wants it to be as perfect as possible, as humanly possible. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Oh, this is Marcel. Okay, thank you. Gigi, which knitting machine do you prefer, the Addy or the Centro? It depends on what yarn. If it's thinner yarn, I use the Centro because the Centro likes thinner yarn. But if it's a thicker yarn, and what is it? The Red Heart Super Saver depends on the color of it because for some reason the color of it changes the texture of it. So usually I will use if I'm using the Red Heart Super Saver, I will put it in the Addy because it will the Addy is not as temperamental as the Centro, but the Centro will gobble up some yarn. You have drop stitches left and right. And then I like the Centro that is bigger than the Addy too, because it's 48, 48 needles, and the Addy has 46, I think. It's a little smaller, and I can tell the difference when I make things on them. Where are those hats? I don't have them. I had them somewhere, but I did a camouflage hat on the Addy machine. And I'm telling you, only a child can wear that thing. It's not adult size. S- Um, so it was in that camouflage. I think that was red hot camouflage, and it was um not really soft. So that hat was that was like This is definitely a child's hat. Unless you're an adult with a little head, this hat is not going to fit on you as an adult. But I see who's who's oh, I think what's her name? Is it Saran? She's a lady from Alabama. Anywho, I saw her on OVW's live, and she pulled out her little screwdriver, the power motor thing, and attached it to her to her Addy. I don't do any of that. I'm not gonna buy anything extra because I don't use them very often. Most of the time when I take those down is in the wintertime if I want to crank out a few hats or some quick headbands. Other than that, they just sit up there and collect dust. And the smaller one, I haven't used in a long time. I have the Addy egg also, but I broke one of the needles on it trying to make a I-cord and really couldn't figure out how to do it. And I kept whining and whining and whining and oh, I broke the needle. So I don't I haven't replaced the needle. I have it, but I just haven't replaced it because I said I'm not going to try the I-cord again. Yeah, the Addy has 46, yeah, and the Central has 48, which makes which I like better, especially if you make an adult head. I did oh, I haven't watched that yet. OVW, she did the stripes on the Addy, and I did the stripe hat, and then she did I think she said she was doing either flowers or hearts or something she was gonna be doing, but I haven't watched that video yet. I need to go and find it and watch it. No longer fix my drop stitches while on the machine. When I take it off, it's so quick to fix a drop stitch and I leave it alone. It won't drop any further, but even if it does, it's still wait a minute. I no longer fix my drop stitches while on the machine. When I take it off, it's so quick. See, I don't know how to fix it on or off. And if I get a drop stitch, I'll just cast off. Because I've tried to fix the drop stitches, and I know you're supposed. I said I think if I understood or if I knew how to knit, then the drop stitches I would understand it better. Because you don't do drop stitches in crochet, you do miss stitches in crochet. And if you miss a stitch, it's just missed, period. Um, so I think that's my biggest aggravation with them is the drop stitches. Marcel, okay, sounds good. I recently purchased a Centro, haven't used it yet. Yeah, the Centros are, yeah, just make sure you use some, it loves the 3-weight yarns. It loves the lighter weight 4-weight yarns. It doesn't love the thicker 4-weight yarns, at least not since I've had mine. And the holding it even when you're using the when you're turning, just hold a little tension on the yarn, the working part of the yarn, and that helps with preventing stop drop stitches too. Um, but take it out of the box, play around with it, see how you like it when you take it off and do it from the other side. It's like doing a slip stitch with the crochet hook. Mm, okay. See, I would be scared that it's gonna all fall apart because and I know me, I would probably forget that I had the drop stitches and I would take it off and then start pulling it and then mess the whole thing up. But That's a good idea. Now, mind you, I probably won't remember that, at the end of the year when I take them down to use them. But I got my Centro first because it was affordable, because it was only $50, 50 something dollars. I said, "Okay, I can upchuck $50." And I don't even know why I ended up getting that, I think because everybody gets, "Oh, Addie is like the Cadillac of, knitting machines. Addies are the Cadillac." And then I went on to eBay, I think, and that's when I got all it was a set of all 3 of them, and that's what I did. And for the life of me, I cannot remember how much it was, but I think it was 2 or $300 for all 3 of them. But that was way back when before, what's her name? Crystal made the price of Addie's go through the roof. That's what everybody says. Once she, put out her video, then the prices started to skyrocket, which is weird because there's been plenty of people. I guess since she has a much bigger following than the people did when they initially, were doing their Addie stuff. Maybe that's why. As Little John Yarn, she said that's what she used to do all the time, which is so weird. Cause and matter of fact, cause that was used to be a part of her name, I think. But since Crystal hit her million mark yet? I don't look at a lot of her videos anymore because I don't want to get caught up with the giveaways and all that stuff. And I think the few times that she's been live, um, I probably was doing something else, or maybe it was late or something. I don't remember. I do not remember. Do you remember? Leah, I have this intro and I couldn't fix it on the machine easy. It was driving me crazy. And I didn't see the drop stitch until I was finished and had taken it off. And then that's how, okay. Mm. See, I'm just looking because I don't want to drop stitch. I hate drop stitches. And it's so funny when you do it, you can tell if you held your tension um, the whole time because wherever you loosen up at, you'll see a difference in the item that you are making on the machine, which is not too bad because you can turn it either way. If you're doing a hat, pick the side that you like the best and fold the other side inward if you don't like the other side. Hopefully it won't be on the rim part. But you can definitely crank out a hat in like 20, 30 minutes, depending on. And Juju JoJo, I don't know which one she is now. JoJo Juju, whichever one she is the queen of Addie and Central. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of things, she is the one. She's the one that I watch at least. I don't know if anybody else does, but that's all she does. I don't see her doing anything else except for her adding machines and centros. And I think she posts probably every week something new she's done. I watched a lot of when I first got that centro, watched a lot of different tutorials just trying to figure out how to cast on. Okay, I think that should be enough. Let me see how far. Ouch. Am I finished? Oh my goodness. Am I finished? No, I'm not. No, not. Oh, one side. Yeah, that should be enough to finish this one side. Okay, well, I run into a problem. I'll reach out to you, Marshall. Let me see. Sing it, Gigi. Earth, Wind, and Fire. What was I singing? I was singing something? You sure can, Layla, anytime, my friend. Oh, yes, JoJo Juju. Yeah. She is all of her videos are she's either using her Centro or her Addy. That is her thing. She does all kinds of things. I have to run. Thank you, Gigi and chat. All right, Kelly, thank you for coming. Have a good rest of your evening. I'll be off of here shortly too, because my belly says it's time to eat. And I got to get a lot of steps in. I'm so behind on my steps. But that's not the issue right now. The issue is getting back to eating right. Oh, September when I said, do you remember? Oh, I don't even remember saying. Listen, songs pop in my head all the time. All of the time. Okay, so what did hubby make for you, Lori? How is Oh, did you decide if you were gonna volunteer? I mean be a chaperone with the youngsters? Oh, see, Raven, I just stuff just pops in my head and I just go with it. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Mm, I haven't had spaghetti in years. Now that I think about it. Ooh, wow. Hmm. And I don't like those fake noodles that you can get that are like no carbs in them. I don't know what the heck they're made out of something. They're made out of I don't know what the heck they're made out of, but they don't have calories, but it's like eating rubber. I've tried them before. I haven't had spaghetti in such a long time. I just thought about that. Well, once I left the hospital, a whole lot of that stuff came off of my because that's where I mostly got it going to the cafeteria. And when I used to pick up my daughter when she was young, she just loved their potatoes. No, did she like the rice and gravy or the potatoes and gravy? One of them she liked. And I think she liked the spaghetti too from the hospital. But see, you can feed them when they don't have no real advanced taste buds. Now she probably say, "What is that?" Ah, the good old days. No good old days. I'm glad she's out of school because she's driving me to drink. It's funny she doesn't remember singing. Do you? Oh my goodness, I got two of them against me, y'all. Two of them, Raven and Lori. No, honestly, I do not remember. That's why I tell people lying is not my friend because I can't remember what I said. So if I start lying, you got to remember all those lies that you told. That's So I say there's so many stupid criminals in the world. Can't get away with stuff anymore like you used to. 'Cause everybody's got a camera on their phones. 90%, 90, I would say 99% of the people that have a cell phone has a camera on theirs. And if they don't have a camera, a lot of these streets have cameras. A lot of businesses have cameras. Don't go past the bank because they have cameras. It was just Prego and Carmen, but I'm grateful. Hey, that's right. Me, I'm on my own. Nobody's here to cook for me. My daughter has ran out the door, and so I'm just gonna make me a salad. I've already my fish is thawing with my shrimp is thawing, so I'm gonna have me nice shrimp and fish and some romaine lettuce and cucumber and some Olive Garden dressing that I bought from Costco last year. And it's been sitting in there because everything in Costco is 2 or 3 or 4 of them at one time. And I like ranch dressing, but I do like, what is it? Olive Garden's dressing because I would prefer to just have their salads. I don't like the breadsticks. The breadsticks are really salty to me, so I don't mess around with their breadsticks. But I do love their salads. So then I looked at the jars, and I was like, "When does this stuff expire?" Because it's been there for the longest, and luckily it has not expired, so I said, "Oh, it's time for me to start using it. Cannot let my hard-earned money go to waste." Because I plan to be sexy by summer. Y'all watch me. Hold me to it, because Lori was on me about that doggone blanket, but Lori, you're gonna be surprised. Oh, you didn't even see it. It's not even in here now. I took it out because I'm gonna work on it tonight when I get off of here. But yes, Miss Lori, I finished the love part of it. I have put a single crochet border around it. Now I just have to figure out how to connect the two together because the other one already has a huge border around it, and I don't remember what size hook I used or anything. So now I got to go and kind of play around with it. I think I used a K hook because I was using the J hook, and I think I went to a K, and I think the K was too small, and then I think I went to the L, but I don't remember. I don't remember. I was getting ready to jam to you singing, and you stopped. Girl, hey, if anyone is up late in the night, Dana Tripsey does her live, and after her live, anyone that's up can come over to Joe's Bowling Sports and Mystery and ride along and laugh while he's Uber. Oh, he's Uber driving? No, I won't be up with that. Hey, Jeanette of DIY Creations, how are you today? Thank you for the thumbs up. How's the weather and what are you working on? We laughed so hard last night, and the conversations in the back seat are a little crazy at times, but overall, so funny. Oh my goodness. He's doing, who used to do that? Used to drive a taxi and pick up people. Somebody used to do that. I don't remember who. Let me see. Everybody saying hi to Jeanette and giving her hugs. All right now. Are we talking about mom's blanket? Gigi? Yes, that's the blanket I'm talking about. The blanket that must be done soon. Because I have to pull out the big part of the blanket tonight and look at it to see how I'm going to connect those two. And then, because I'm thinking I should work on the border and then connect them across. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I had Italian for lunch from the school cafeteria today too. I need to take some time to meal prep for lunches. Yes. Mm-hmm. The weather is cold. We had snowstorm. I'm still working on my sweater, but but you ran out of yarn? Oh, so you're waiting for more of it in the mail? Okay. Yeah, stay warm, honey. That hawk in Chicago is no joke. None whatsoever. I keep saying, if the world ever goes back to some kind of semblance of normalcy, I still want to come to Chicago to do the Chicago, what's it called in July? Some big eating and concert thing y'all have in July. Chicago something. I wanted to go years and years ago, but I was going to Essence Festival, and it's all that is in July, so I can't do both of them. See, now I got it. I know I have to do a lot of things because me and my knee are not friends anymore. We used to be friends. We're not friends anymore because it seems to want to do what it wants to do, and it doesn't want to do what I want it to do, like not hurt. And all those things like that require you to do a lot of walking. I was thinking to myself, I said, if my knee doesn't get any better in the next 5 years, I am going to request that doctor to go ahead and do the surgery, pray through it all, that I come out on the other side. Oh, I'm going to leave this pink on because tomorrow it'll probably be in the 80s again. No need to cut it off now because even though I'll be much older, but it's not like I'm going, oh man, I'm going to have to. All right, I'll worry about that later. Let me see. Your sweater is coming out absolutely beautiful, Jeanette. Let me see. Taste of Chicago. Thank you. That's it. Taste of Chicago. That's what I want to go to one year. I need to find someone that's gonna travel. Oh, maybe I can get my girlfriend from Maryland. She's this traveling queen. She loves to travel. Ooh, I'm gonna have to ask her. Ooh, I'm gonna ask her. What time of the is it? It's over a 2-week period, right? I'm gonna have to look into that. I already put in for my time off for my birthday. I didn't put in for time off for anything else. Oh, I forgot to ask. Yeah, I told them I would chaperone, but I haven't heard if I'm needed yet. Oh, okay. Well, cross your fingers, cross your fingers. Go out there with those youngsters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into hmm. Oh, only 3 days. What three is so it's over a weekend, a 3-day weekend. Don't say it's the 4th of July weekend. Oh, well, I'm definitely gonna look into that. Yeah, I'll call her tomorrow and see if she's ever been and if she's interested. Knowing her, she'd probably say, no, no. Oh, she and I went to South Africa together. That was a trip of a lifetime. That is my all. When I say, if someone says, what was your favorite vacation? That is number one. Ooh, July 8th through the 10th. I'm gonna have to look into that. Mm. Yep. I know hotels are gonna be off the chain in prices, but I'm gonna look into that. I like that. It'd be nice and hot. Okay, I'm gonna look into that, Gloria. Thank you for the information. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get off so I can go get me something to eat and figure out my mom's blanket and probably work a little bit so I don't have to work all weekend long, just a little bit. I work in a four-story building and I work with all the kids, so I'm all over the place. My knee hurts so much, I could barely get up the steps to. Oh, and you got steps to go up. Hunty, when I stay with my girlfriend that lives in Maryland and she has let me see, she has you walk in, so you got that first level, then you got to go upstairs to the bedrooms, then you have to go downstairs to the basement. After that, I told her there is nothing about steps that I will ever want in my house. I have a one level house. I don't want to live in no house with steps. Even though you might be just talking about steps that to get in, I don't want any steps. None. You too, Marcel. And now that I really have knee problems, ooh, I couldn't even imagine having to go up steps to anything. Prayers lifted up for the healing for you, Lori. Yes, Lori. They got you running ragged, girl. Tell them that's a 20-year-old job. You need to be more stationary. But if get some if it gets really bad, go to the doctor, get some physical therapy. Don't be like me. I didn't do physical therapy for 3 years and I just made it worse. All right, so take care. Let me know if you go to Chicago. I'll drive up and meet. Oh, really? All right. I'm hold you to that because I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm gonna have to set some coins aside so I can go. Hopefully my daughter won't have any more accidents. Ugh, even though it's not costing me anything, but it is costing me aggravation. Have a blessed night, everyone. You too, Raven. So everybody, thank you all for joining me. It's been a good. I'll be on tomorrow to get her done. 1:30 Eastern Standard Time is my time. So until then, everybody stay safe, keep crocheting. Deuces, Renee. So glad that you came on.